Brad, if you'll turn your video off until the end of the video, that'd be great.
Hello, everyone. It is 6 o'clock and we will start on time. Due to concerns for public health and safety, the Ferguson-Florissant School District Board of Education will use Zoom, a video conferencing tool, in lieu of a face-to-face meeting. Under provisions of the public meeting law for the state of Missouri, the board must adopt by roll call vote an agenda that includes the time, date, place, and tentative agenda for the meeting. A copy of the notice and agenda for this meeting was posted on Tuesday, January 26, 2021, at the Administration Center located at 8855 Dunn Road, Hazelwood, Missouri, and on the district website. May I have a motion to adopt the agenda as posted?
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Dr. Martin,
Here.
Ms. Bush,
Yes.
Dr. Graves,
Yes.
Dr. Thurman.
Yes. As we begin the evening, I just want a few notes. Dr. Powell Walker will not be with us tonight. She was called to do another meeting and she will not be with us tonight. And also, I just want to say, this is a very, very special day. We are going to be recognizing people, some of our students, some of our parents, and some of our staff members. So please, please join with us as we view the recognition for our students and our parents and some of our staff members. Again, welcome to everyone who's joining. We're excited to have you, and please enjoy.
The Ferguson-Florissant School District would like to recognize the following Holman students for their perfect attendance for first semester: Presley Werleman, Gustavo Sanchez Monroy, Malik Pearson, Bridget Rodriguez Lopez, Abigail Morris, Tristan Moore, Nadia Lake, Justice Jordan Bishop, Mate Jackson, Melody Banks, Robin Banks, Josiah Jones, Dylan Castillo, Gabriella Ellison. Congratulations to these Holman Hawks. The following students are being recognized for displaying Walnut Grove's spark traits of being safe, persevering, responsible, cooperative, and kind during virtual learning at Walnut Grove: Carter Roberts, Vince Clemens, Michael Stalinsky, Linnell Jennings, Elise Berry, Ethan Wade, Robert Davis, Tristan Woods, Dallas Carey, Dwayne Wallace, Isaiah Combs, Courtney White, Talia Ballard, Zoe Davidson, Caden Evans, Jordan Watts, Aubrey Dukes, Delilah Davis, Tyrone Carr, Antoinette Gant, Cadence Walls, Norville Harkless Keeley, Kingston Ellerson, Albert Moore, Harper McGee, and London Mayweather. Mrs. Laura Schumer is a hard-working, dedicated kindergarten teacher at Commons Lane. Mrs. Schumer is an integral piece of the successful collaboration of all stakeholders in our school community. She is relentless in her efforts to advocate for teacher rights as she supports needed resources for scholars with the greatest need. She works with administration to reflect on day-to-day operations that impact teaching and learning and seeks opportunities to help our community flourish. Mrs. Schumer has gained the respect and admiration of her peers, scholars, and parents as a result of her don't quit approach. Mrs. Schumer has taken time out to get to know her parents beyond a friendly hello. As a result, she has built a collaborative culture within her classroom that has helped her scholars flourish in the virtual learning environment. Mrs. Amy Kester has been recognized by her classroom parents for her daily efforts in teaching and learning. Numerous parents have sent emails and class dojo messages to Principal Leggett expressing that Mrs. Kester is an awesome teacher. Parents really appreciate her hard work and dedication during such difficult times. Their scholars are learning so much. FFSD appreciates her hard work and extra effort. Ferguson Florissant School District would like to recognize Ms. Kathleen Peckman, who is extremely active in all aspects of her school community. As the school counselor, she is well known among staff, students, and families. In addition to her regular duties, Mrs. Peckman serves as a school liaison in every IEP meeting, facilitates all care team meetings, serves as a member of 2 district-level social-emotional committees, and leads the attendance task force. She monitors students' attendance daily and has been the change agent for many scholars and families needing support during virtual learning. Mrs. Peckman has ensured families have access to food, utilities, transportation, clothing, and holiday gifts when needed. She also dedicates her efforts to Commons Lane staff and keeps a pulse on the team's morale and always has suggestions on ways to differentiate support to address the diverse needs of the team. Mrs. Peckman is a valued and highly respected member of the Commons Lane community. Mrs. Janice Wooten is a dedicated instructional aide at Commons Lane. She gives her time, effort, and resources generously to support the instructional programming, climate, and culture. During the first semester of school, Mrs. Wooten worked for several days to assemble care packages for every Commons Lane staff member. The care packages included mugs, treats, trinkets, and words of encouragement. Consistent with her daily efforts, Mrs. Wooten gave from her heart without expecting anything in return. She brought smiles to our faces during a time when we needed togetherness and reassurance. Thank you, Mrs. Wooten. Security Officer Zara Ali is committed to ensuring safety and security at Commons Lane Elementary. During virtual learning, Officer Ali has developed knowledge of the curriculum resources and supplies needed for each grade level. Beyond her regular duties as a security officer, Officer Ali supports Commons Lane daily to ensure caregivers can pick up student resources and replenish supplies as needed. Her extra efforts have given the administrative team the gift of time to support teaching and learning. Mrs. Cheryl Lamar is bright, dedicated, and skilled in her role as the school librarian. In addition to her role in improving access to literacy for Commons Lane scholars, she actively seeks out community resources to support the whole child and families. Mrs. Lamar actively provides information to families for resources that will meet their basic needs. She ensures the information provided is timely, accessible, and relevant to the school community. Mrs. Lamar also works with the St. Louis County Branch Library to ensure families are aware of programming for students with special needs. Her efforts during the pandemic have proven to be beneficial to the school community and necessary for our scholars' continued success. Mrs. Sharique Simpson has gained the respect of Commons Lane staff as the instructional support leader. She has proven herself to be a valuable resource with her impeccable knowledge base. Her instructional decisions are culturally relevant and timely, and she is always willing to go above and beyond what is required. Ms. Simpson spends many hours beyond the school day and weekends preparing professional development for her colleagues or reviewing student assignments to drive instruction. As part of the school leadership team, she often provides a unique insight into challenges and offers multiple solutions. When seeking a way to engage the most disengaged learner, we often look to Ms. Simpson as a resource. Ms. Simpson is a standout ISL because she is a collaborator, a learner, and constantly moves forward in her own growth. Commons Lane is fortunate to have her as a team member. The Duchesne staff has worked diligently to make the virtual learning at home a positive experience during the pandemic. The staff felt it was important for students to see faces through masks and make a connection with our students and their families. Duchesne held several drive-through events to help families feel welcomed and strengthen the connection between school and home. The events included a Chromebook drive, an ice cream social, a treats and supplies pickup, and a winter packet pickup. Kudos to the Duchesne staff. The Ferguson Florissant School District would like to recognize Parker Road Primary's librarian, Mrs. Guire, for enlisting the support of all the school's specialists to encourage reading through the Sora app. The Sora app empowers students to discover and enjoy ebooks and audiobooks. Parker Road scholars have read over 2,000 books and over 230 hours. we have had reading challenges to make reading fun. Mrs. Guire was silly stringed when the students met the first reading challenge to read 100 hours. The second challenge was 200 hours and resulted in a pie to the face of Coach Franklin, one of our PE teachers. When students meet our next challenge of reading 250 hours, Mr. Ruthenberg, our music teacher, will be getting the Ice Bucket Challenge. Parker Road specialists have done an amazing job with weekly Parker Road podcasts. Mrs. Melissa Yantz is a first grade teacher at Parker Road Primary School and has found a way to not only support her students in reading, but the entire first grade cohort. She reads weekly Being a Reader stories and poems and shares them with her colleagues. She has created a warm virtual environment that has nurtured and supported her first grade readers. Her innovative style of teaching in the virtual setting has provided her scholars an opportunity to blossom, and her students scored high on the most recent Galileo assessment in ELA and math, and is the only class to exceed the growth target. Ms. Stacy Doss is a district parent and also serves as the Cross Keys and Wedgwood PTO president. To ensure that teachers at Cross Keys and Wedgwood felt appreciated at the beginning of virtual learning, she created an event called Nacho Your Average Teachers. Teachers were celebrated with a bag of chips and various dips. Ms. Doss is also an active leader in PTO meetings with the PTO executive panel and the community. She reviews surveys sent out to our families and uses them in planning for future PTO use. Ms. Doss has been a beacon of light to Cross Keys families and the community. Her dedication is truly appreciated. Mrs. Christina Throop is excelling in the virtual learning platform because she goes above and beyond to ensure that her students and families have what they need to be successful. Mrs. Throop's ability to build relationships in person and virtually creates success within the classroom. Last spring, Mrs. Throop delivered birthday and celebration gifts to her students by using non-contact home visits. Families were excited to see her and felt like she continued her warm connection with the students through the screen. Before winter break, she delivered gifts to students and other items to families in need. Mrs. Throop is a teacher in a functional classroom where the focus is on individual development. Therefore, her virtual platform is uniquely different in meeting each student's needs. Mrs. Throop's students enter class giddy with conversation and always have their cameras on daily. Mrs. Throop's students have high attendance and her lessons are always engaging and challenging. Mrs. Corrine Thorne is a first-year teacher at Cross Keys and has made it her mission to supply her students with everything they need to be successful in their academic pursuits. She teaches with passion and likes to keep the lines of communication open with bold and honest class discussions. She is always willing to go above and beyond to ensure that students not only survive, but thrive. Mr. Jim LaRue worked over winter break to ensure that both virtual and in-person schedules were complete. He added 256 courses to the Cross Keys schedule and worked tirelessly for hours to ensure that the transition was smooth and accurate. Mr. LaRue also completes home visits for students who have a regular attendance and provides support to families who may need assistance. Dr. Kimberly Strotman takes the lead during data teams. She is always sharing her knowledge of math with others to support her teammates and students. When analyzing data, she is able to pinpoint exactly what students need. Her enthusiasm for math shines through, not only in her lessons with students, but also when collaborating with colleagues. She gets everyone excited about math. Dr. Strotman is an active contributor to the betterment of the school. She is always open and willing to do anything needed for Ferguson Middle School. We are fortunate to have her on our team. Ms. Cindy Bodeker-Myers has gone above and beyond to accommodate students. Ms. Bodeker-Myers took it upon herself to personally drop off work packets with pre-addressed envelopes with stamps so students who were having difficulties learning virtually could mail their work back to her. This gave the students an opportunity to be engaged in their learning. Although she is employed by SSD, she treats every student at Ferguson Middle as her own. She has also played an integral role in planning activities to build staff camaraderie and actively participates in the OLT committee. It is an honor and a privilege to have her at Ferguson Middle School. Christopher Shade, a building support staff member at Ferguson Middle School, has gone above and beyond his role as a support staff member as he serves the school, students, and the larger community. In addition to supervising ISS, Mr. Shade has co-led ISS-specific professional development, sits on the ISS Planning Committee, serves as a building wellness coach, OLT chair, trauma team member, and media team member. supports My Brother's Keeper, Ferguson Middle School PTO, and serves on the Black History Month Committee and the Safe and Trauma-Informed Subcommittee of the District Equity Committee. Mr. Shade is a constant advocate for change while empowering others. During the 2020-2021 school year, STEAM middle school student Annabelle Phillips made a goal to pass the most Imagine Math lessons in the state of Missouri. She indeed met her goal. In addition, her passing rate is off the charts at 91%. FFSD and STEAM Middle School are so proud of Annabelle for pushing herself and others to deepen their math content knowledge. Students in Mrs. Pareda's STEAM Middle Science classes completed research and design teams in order to propose a space mission. Students presented to their classmates, and 6 students had the opportunity to present their mission to a mock NASA selection committee where Ludi Renaud earned the grand prize. Ludi's project was named the Venus Greenhouse Gases Mission, and during her presentation, she discussed global warming on Earth and Venus's greenhouse gas effect. Mrs. Pareda was able to have Ludi's project reviewed by a doctoral student at Boston University who is studying in this field. His feedback stated that Ludi's ideas are headed in the right direction. We can't wait to see your future accomplishments, Ludi. For the second year in a row, STEAM middle school teacher Mrs. Gina Pareda offered students an opportunity to deepen their understanding of space with amazing project-based learning, or PBL. Students completed research and design teams to propose a space mission. Students presented to their classes, and 6 selected students had the opportunity to present their mission to a mock NASA selection committee. During their presentations, students stated their mission, the mission goal, provided facts about their destination in space, and justified their reason for the technology choices and proposed a trajectory flight plan. That experience that Mrs. Pareda provided to the students allowed for students to deepen their understanding of space. Thank you, Mrs. Pareda, for continuing the work of PBL in the virtual setting. McClure High School student Aldo Estrada has persevered through many challenges to maintain a high academic standing. Aldo was recently accepted to Washington University in St. Louis and will be awarded a full academic scholarship. He is also a finalist for the Gates Millennium Scholarship. The Gates Millennium Scholars Program, funded by a grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, was established in 1999 to provide outstanding African American, American Indian, Alaskan Native, Asian Pacific Islander American, and Hispanic American students with an opportunity to complete an undergraduate college education in any discipline area of interest, as well as funding for some graduate programs. Aldo is an active participant in his school and a proud McClure student athlete. He also works part-time with a landscape company in addition to his many school responsibilities. Thanks to her hard work, McClure senior Jenna Tracy has been accepted to both St. Louis University and Washington University in St. Louis. She has been awarded a $25,000 annual scholarship at SLU and a full academic ride at Washington University. Jenna also was recently awarded the Drum Major Scholarship and honored virtually at the 4th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration on Friday, January 15, 2021 by the BJC Christian Hospital Foundation. This scholarship guarantees a $500 award to a college of her choice. Kudos to Jenna for her focus and determination. McClure High School counselor Iris McClendon has been awarded the St. Louis Suburban High School Counselor of the Year by the St. Louis Suburban School Counselor Association. The St. Louis Suburban School Counselor Association honors exemplary individuals and programs through various professional recognition awards each year. The School Counselor of the Year Awards recognize the best of the best in school counselors who are running outstanding comprehensive school counseling programs at the elementary, middle, secondary, and multi-level. McClure North student Brianna Gregory is the first IB diploma student at McClure North to receive a full academic scholarship since the start of the IB program. Ms. Gregory was offered a full tuition scholarship to Washington University in St. Louis. Congratulations to Brianna for all her hard work and effort. McClure North student Sophia Koch Holdsworth is the first student taking IB art classes to receive a full tuition scholarship. Sophia received a full scholarship to Kansas City Art Institute in Kansas City, Missouri. Kudos to Sophia for the results of her hard work and dedication. Your perseverance has paid off. Mrs. Brenda Schnettler is one of 7 recipients of the 2020 Challenger Learning Center's Inspiring Teacher Awards. The award goes to area teachers in honor of the 7 Challenger Space Shuttle astronauts. A student and parent nominated Mrs. Schnettler in appreciation for inspiring them both to pursue STEM careers. Thanks go to Mrs. Ashley Richard, who conducts virtual yoga after school for staff members at McClure North. She received her yoga certification this summer and was excited to offer her expertise for after-school mental and physical health maintenance. This has been an excellent resource for helping teachers stay mentally and physically healthy. The Ferguson-Florissant School District would like to recognize STEAM High student Jason Minner, whose essay earned 3rd place in the Iota Phi Lambda Sorority Incorporated's Local American Education Week National Essay Contest. Jason was recognized in a virtual ceremony on January 23rd. STEAM High is extremely proud of Jason for taking the time, motivation, and courage to enter the contest. Congratulations, Jason! STEAM High at McClure South Berkeley students Isaiah Taylor, Tamia Jenkins, and Nyla Rayford have completed and performed in Opera Theater of St. Louis's Artist in Training Prep program. They each took voice lessons for 8 weeks to prepare a vocal solo and performed in a Zoom recital in December. They each showed outstanding musical skills, work ethic, and enthusiasm while working toward their goal of performing for friends and family. STEAM High School freshman Nyla Rayford was nominated for the Congress of Future Medical Leaders Award of Excellence and plans to attend their conference this summer. The Congress of Future Medical Leaders is an honors-only program for high school students who desire to become physicians or work in medical research. The Congress inspires and motivates while the Academy supports students so they reach their goal. Congratulations, Nyla Rayford. Ms. Raina Blackshear was selected and honored in November during a virtual ceremony by Iota Phi Lambda Sorority Incorporated as a recipient for the Apple for the Teacher Award. The annual award recognizes outstanding area educators. Iota Phi Lambda is a business and professional women's organization founded in 1929. It provides scholarships for high school and college students interested primarily in business and education. Congratulations to Ms. Raina Blackshear for being selected as a recipient of the Iota Phi Lambda Sororities Incorporated's Apple for the Teacher Award. Ms. Sarah Winstead, physics and engineering teacher at STEAM High, has been selected for the Challenger Learning Center St. Louis Inspiring Educators Award. Ms. Winstead is deserving of this recognition as she promotes STEM education through her innovating, inspiring, and edutaining way of teaching scientific principles. She achieves exceptional results by implementing project-based learning, fostering secure teacher-student relationships, and a sense of belonging, and committing to a whole school STEAM High experience through her leadership in both school committees and student organizations such as robotics. Mrs. Winstead is an integral component of the STEAM High community, and it's an honor to have her as one of the Challenger Learning Center Innovative Educator Award recipients. The Inspiring Educators Awards ceremony will be held tomorrow evening. Innovation High School held an attendance challenge among advisory classes for 1 month with perfect attendance. Ethan Jeffries, Sheila Franklin, Jessica Connor, and Ja'Cory Thacker accepted the challenge and were recognized with a gift card for their 100% perfect attendance. The district would like to recognize Mrs. Angela Tirigliato, better known as Mrs. T, for her passion and dedication to student-centered learning and equity. As a 10th grade advisor at Innovation High School, Mrs. T truly embodies the philosophy of the big picture learning design, which includes an emphasis on student voice and agency, personalized learning, interest-based learning, and partnering with families and the community. Mrs. T goes above and beyond to provide real-world experiences for her students. She engages students in their passions, implementing creative ways to refine students' gifts and talents so that each student flourishes while making an impact in the world. Some of Mrs. T's advisory projects included creating satchels for children in Zambia with school supplies and non-perishables. Mrs. T arranged internship opportunities for her students to work with skilled mechanics, photographers, and the culinary arts. Mrs. T believes that as educators, we must do what is best for kids, not what is easy for adults. You will find Mrs. T building a strong advisory class unit through her commitment to provide socially distanced study lessons at the park or nearby coffee shop and intentional home visits to all of her students. Mrs. T organizes and facilitates virtual school-wide community activities, supervises virtual internship groups while supporting students' fashion projects, and so much more. Mrs. T carries out Innovation School's school motto, one student at a time. Ferguson Florissant School District Counselor Coordinator Jennifer Lane has been awarded the St. Louis Suburban School Counselor Advocate of the Year by the St. Louis Suburban School Counselor Association. Each year, the St. Louis Suburban School Counselor Association honors exemplary individuals and programs through various professional recognition awards. The School Counselor Advocate of the Year Awards recognizes school counselor advocates who support outstanding comprehensive school counseling programs at the elementary, middle, and secondary levels. Congratulations, Jennifer Lane. The Ferguson Florissant School District would like to recognize Canvas Coordinator Karen Kagin. Karen hit the ground running upon approval by the board. The support Karen has provided has been non-stop. In fact, some support has been 24/7, especially with the transition from first to second semester. Karen coordinates over 900 pages of Canvas courses and spends long hours to troubleshoot and ensure that Canvas works with Clever and Tyler. Karen has gone above and beyond, working to ensure everyone has the guidance and tools necessary for their Canvas courses. Karen frequently works individually with teachers until late in the evening. Her dedication to the Ferguson Florissant School District as a whole is unparalleled, with an impeccable sense of fairness and attention to detail. Thank you, Karen Kagin, for your dedication and service.
Okay, at this time, would you all the honorees, turn your cameras on? We'd like to recognize you and give you a big round of applause. Thank you so much. We are so proud of you all. Hello, hello, hello. Wow, this is so wonderful.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hello. This is one of the best parts of being a part of the board. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you to all your teachers and all your dedication and all that you do. We really appreciate you. And I have to shout out Ms. Kagin. She's one of the teachers that I hired when I was a principal. So I'm just so proud of her right now. Sorry, had to do that. But thank you so much. Boys and girls, we are so proud of you. I know during this COVID time, and we are doing this all virtually, and you're hanging in there and doing a great job. We are just so proud of you, and you look so beautiful. It's so good to see you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any board members, if you'd like to say anything to our honorees tonight? Don't speak up at once. Any board member?
I just want to say congratulations to everybody, all of our students. So happy to see your faces. Congratulations to our staff, and Ferg Floor is killing it right now. And I'm really, really, really proud to be a part of this board and just to be able to see what everybody's doing. It's amazing. Congrats, everybody.
Anyone else?
Just congratulations. I heard some giggles from little ones a while ago, and that just brightens your heart. Doesn't matter if it snows outside or whatever. We've got some really wonderful teachers and students, and I appreciate all that you do. Thanks for loving our kids.
Yes, yes. I have chill bumps. I really do. I'm just so excited. Dr. Davis, would you like to say anything?
No, absolutely. I'm never short of words.
Yeah, I don't even know why I asked.
So congratulations to everybody. I mean, I won't start naming you because I know almost most of you by first name, but I'm just so happy to have such great, amazing teachers who love children and who work from the heart. I think that means more than anything. My son is one of them, and I just am grateful for the adults who work so hard for our children, teachers, counselors, ISS coordinators, office professionals, everybody who just comes together and makes it happen every day. My heart is full as well. And congratulations to all of our babies, our students, the younger ones and the older ones. Listen, no one can tell me that our folks, like Ms. Bush said, aren't knocking it out of the park. I heard more full ride scholarships.
Yes.
Students getting ready to go to universities, getting full rides. That is so amazing, and it's what it takes to make a community great. So our younger students who are in elementary school, you have a whole lot to look forward to with your brilliant minds, with your smart self. And I'm just so proud. I feel like I'm everybody's daddy right now. So daddy says he's proud. So thank you to all of you, to teachers, the adults and the children. We love you and we are so grateful for you. Thank you.
And we want to do a special shout out to our parents. Thank you so much, parents. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. We thank you for hanging in there with us. We thank you for the work that you're doing with your children at home right now. So stick your heads in, stick your face in the camera, say hi, because you need it. You need to be acknowledged. All the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles.
My granny does not like to be on camera.
Well, we tell Granny we said thank you anyway, and that we are so, so grateful. So hi. Good to see you all. And I'm just going through each one of the pages so that I can see everybody and say hello. I'm too excited. I'm too excited. Okay, I guess we can't do this all night, but again, I want to say thank you. We love you. Hang in there with us. We are doing the best that we can to make this educational experience the best for you, as students, as staff, as parents. Thank you again. So with that, we will go on with our meeting.
And Dr. Thurman, before we end, if I could just take a moment and recognize our principals and assistant principals and leaders at schools who support our teachers and our support staff, who support our children, our students, our babies. So we just want to, give a shout out to all those principals who are out there and leaders. You know how important it is. You know you can't do your work without the folks who are on the screen. And so I just want to say thank you for taking care of each other. That makes all the difference in the world. So keep doing what you do. We're happy and proud.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody.
At this time, we will continue with our agenda. And I'll wait for some of you to sign off. I know people are signing off at this time.
Okay. We'll mute your camera.
Yeah, mute your cameras and turn your cameras off. Those of you who are students and okay. The administration presents the following items for approval under the consent agenda. May I have a motion to accept
So moved.
Consent agenda. I'm sorry. I was reading at the same time, and yeah, to accept the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, you can call for the vote.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hogshead,
Yes.
Dr. Martin,
Yes.
Ms. Bush,
Yes.
Dr. Graves,
Yes.
Dr. Thurman,
Yes. Thank you. On Wednesday, January 20th, 2021, Mr. Scott Ebert resigned his position as director on the Board of Education effective immediately. Mr. Ebert's term on the Board of Education was set to expire in April of 2021. According to Policy 4014, board vacancies, any vacancy occurring on the board shall be filled by the remaining members of the board. The appointed members shall serve until the next annual election, at which time the position shall be filled for the remainder of the unexpired term through the regular elective process. There are There were 2 open seats on the Board of Education, and 2 candidates filed for declaration, and that was Dr. Courtney Graves, the incumbent candidate, and Mr. Terry Tyson, a parent of a high school student in the district. In light of the fact that there are only 2 candidates for 2 open seats, there will not be an election this year. Both candidates will serve the board beginning in April of 2021. And here's the recommendation from the board for board action. The recommendation is to appoint Mr. Terry Tyson to serve as Director of the Board of Education, effective immediately. Mr. Tyson will complete the term of Mr. Scott Ebert that was set to expire in April. May I have a motion for this recommendation?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? If not, please call for the vote.
Mrs. Hogshead,
Aye.
Dr. Martin,
Aye.
Ms. Bush,
Aye.
Dr. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Thurman.
Aye. I would like to, first of all, say to Mr. Scott Ebert, we wish you the best. Thank you for your service to the board. And now I will turn it over to Dr. Davis. And at this time, Mr. Tyson, would you turn on your camera?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Thurman. I too, before we get to the next part, and that's swearing in Mr. Tyson, our newest board member, I want to again acknowledge Mr. Scott Ebert. Scott was one of the board members that was here when I got hired. He was on the board, and so I feel like I've been knowing Scott as one of the first people that when I moved here. So we are grateful for his service. He has always been an advocate for children. And so we just want to again say thank you to Mr. Scott Ebert for his service on the Ferguson-Florissant School Board. So let's give him another round of applause. Awesome. Thank you. I'm excited to welcome Mr. Terry Tyson. He is our newest board member that has just been approved by the board. And so, Mr. Tyson, we're grateful to have you here and looking forward to working with you on the board. A lot of work to do. We had an opportunity to share, recently in some board orientation information with his candidacy for the April event. And so it certainly serves for now as well. So we're really excited about you serving. At this time, I'd ask you to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Terry Tyson.
I, Terry Tyson.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of Missouri.
And the Constitution of the State of Missouri.
And that I will faithfully and impartially.
And that I will faithfully and impartially.
Discharge the duties of school director.
Discharge the duties of school director.
In and for the Ferguson-Florissant School District R2.
In and for the Ferguson-Florissant School District, number R2.
In the County of St. Louis, State of Missouri.
In the County of St. Louis, in the County of St. Louis, State of Missouri.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
According to law.
According to law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
By the power vested in this Board of Education, I do declare that you are officially a Ferguson-Florissant School Board member. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Hey.
Thank you.
Welcome to the board. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
We are so excited about having you, Pastor Tyson. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself so that the community will know a little bit about you and the board as well?
Well, I am a father, a husband, father. My son, my youngest son, my only son actually, attends STEAM Academy. So I am a Ferguson-Florissant parent. I'm a pastor in the city of Ferguson. My and I do have a profession, but there's no reason to talk about it. But and I'm so excited to be serving on this committee, on this board, as a fan for the Ferguson Florissant School District. I'm really excited to be here.
Okay. Board members, do you have anything else you'd like to say to Mr. Tyson?
Congratulations, welcome. We're glad that you're going to be part of us. And thank you for wanting to serve our children, our babies, as I always say. So thank you for being part of us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I just want to say welcome and look forward to working with you.
Thank you, Dr. Cook.
Ditto and welcome. And you picked the right year to run when you don't have to have an election. So that's always a plus when you don't have to run, and you get an extra month on the board. So Tiffany and I got an extra less of a month on the board because of COVID. You get an extra month because of the board. So welcome. Look forward to working with you.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Tiffany and you and I, we might not want to say that because of our campaign. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but welcome, Mr. Tyson. Glad to have you.
Thank you,
Glad
Ms.
to have
Bush.
you on our board. Mhm,
Thank you.
mhm.
Well, we, this is a work of the heart. As everyone knows, this is a volunteer job, and it is a job. But I tell you what, it's worth every minute that we serve, and we do serve the community and the entire district of our staff, our students, our teachers, everyone, administrators, everyone who works in the district. So thank you so much for, as Leslie said, for at least, stepping up and wanting to serve on the board. So again, welcome to the board. We're really happy to have you. Now, get ready to work.
Yes, ma'am.
Get ready to work.
Courtney, congratulations that you don't have to spend any money or any hours getting back on the board. So welcome back, Courtney.
This was wonderful. Oh, I worked so
Right, it's just
hard.
not right. Not only did we work hard, but our year was extended. Oh, that's okay. It was worth it. It was worth it. Okay, so unless there's something else. Oh, one thing I do want to remind the community of is we're going to have a work study session on February 3rd. We're going to be discussing the reentry plan. So please join in. It's at 6 o'clock. Is it 6 o'clock? Yeah, 6 o'clock. Okay. So hopefully we'll see you there. If there's nothing else, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, call for the vote.
Mrs. Hogshead,
Aye.
Dr. Martin,
Aye.
Ms. Bush,
Aye.
Dr. Graves,
Aye.
Mr. Tyson,
Hey!
You're
Dr.
first.
Dr. Thurman,
Aye. Okay, someone asked that I repeat the date. The date is February 3rd at 6 o'clock. Okay, thank you all so much and have a great evening.
All right.
Mr.
Okay.
Tyson,
Yes.